everyone. This is the topic that was assigned to me by Ma'am Bukol, the revised Bloom's taxonomy. So, as you can see sa left side, amo na sa ang original nga Bloom's taxonomy. And the first is the knowledge, comprehension, followed by application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Amo na siyang highest ang evaluation. So, sa 2001, gina-revise na siya ang Bloom's taxonomy, and the first layer is the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, hanggang highest, amo ang creating. So, may pamangkot ko sa inyo, ano ang na-notice sa original kag ang sa revise? May ing sa revise. Yes, so, ang nag-change ang terminologies. So, later makita doon na. So, what is the revised Bloom's taxonomy? Who can read? What is the revised Bloom's taxonomy? Revised Bloom's taxonomy refers to the emphasis on two learning domains that make up educational objectives: cognitive or knowledge, and affective or attitude. The revised taxonomy focuses on 6 levels: remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. Thank you. So, ang educational objectives ang Bloom's taxonomy is ang knowledge, ang cognitive or knowledge, and ang affective, which is ang attitude sa mga student later. And
Zoom.
So, the authors of the revised taxonomy underscore this dynamism using verbs and gerunds. So, na-mention ni information malangan na balaan na daan sa mga estudyante nga daw need lang i-follow up if na-remember pa nila. Next is the understand. Understand is are the interpreting, clarifying, paraphrasing, representing, translating. Next is exemplifying, illustrating, instantiating, and classifying, categorizing, subsuming, summarizing, abstracting, generalizing, inferring, concluding, extrapolating, interpolating, and predicting, comparing, contrasting, mapping, matching, and the last is explaining or constructing models. So understand, sa word pa lang understand, na intindihan taman nga ang goal niya sinadi sa understand is nang mabalaan sa isa ka teacher kung naka-understand kala ang isa ka estudyante or niya nga mga estudyante kag nang may ara man da explaining nga kung sa din pwede mo na siya magamit sa mga estudyante nga nang mapamangkot mo sila bala kag let them explain kung ano man nilang understand sa lessons. Next is apply. Under sa apply is executing or carrying out kag implementing or using. So understandable naman ang word nga apply na. So kinahanglan bala i-carry out sa mga estudyante. Next is evaluate. Under sa evaluate are the checking or the coordinating, detecting, monitoring, and testing, and critiquing or judging. Sa evaluate, there naman siya ang i-evaluate mo ang imong mga estudyante, i-check mo kung may mga naintindihan man sila sa lessons na hinatag sa teacher. And the last is create. Under sa create is generating or hypothesizing, the planning or the designing, and the producing or construct. Sa during nga category, dili mo na ni-allow yung mga student para mag-plan at mag-produce. The knowledge dimension represents a range from concrete or factual to abstract, the metacognitive. So, proceed na sa table 2. Representation of the knowledge dimension as a number of discrete steps can be a bit misleading. For example, all procedural knowledge may not be more abstract than all conceptual knowledge, and metacognitive knowledge is a special case. In this model, metacognitive knowledge is knowledge of one's own condition and about oneself in relation to various subject matters. So, sa table 2, may are the knowledge dimension, and there's a knowledge dimension is ang factual. Ang factual is the knowledge of terminology and the knowledge of specific details and elements. So, sa factual, mo lang din makita mo mga knowledge, mo lang walang nabalaan sa mga estudyante, like knowledge, mga terminology, at mga specific details. Next is the conceptual. Knowledge of classifications and categories, knowledge of principles and generalizations, and the knowledge of theories, models, and structures. Next is procedural. Knowledge of subject-specific skills and algorithms, knowledge of subject-specific techniques and methods, knowledge of criteria for determining when to use appropriate procedures. And the last is metacognitive. There is a metacognitive, may din under sa metacognitive is strategic knowledge or the knowledge about cognitive tasks including appropriate, contextual, and positional knowledge or self-knowledge. Bloom's revised taxonomy model as responsive. So note, these are learning objectives, not learning activities. It may be useful to think of preceding each objective with something like students will be able to. So later on, kung magiging naka lesson plan, ako na ginagamit na combine na ni ang cognitive process dimension ug ang knowledge dimension. So, ang RD1 ang meaning sa remember. Remember, retrieve relevant knowledge from long-term memory. And so bali ang remember ni under ni siya sa 6 categories nga tong remember hasta sa create. And ang factual ang muna yung mga knowledge dimension. So factual, conceptual, procedural, and metacognitive under na siya sa knowledge dimension. So do bali combine ang knowledge dimension ug ang cognitive dimension. So remember plus factual. List primary and secondary colors. Remember plus conceptual. Recognize symptoms of exhaustion. Remember plus procedural. Recall how to perform CPR. Remember plus metacognitive. Identify strategies for retaining information. Next is the understand. Construct meaning from instructional messages, including oral, written, and graphic communication. Understand plus factual. Ang example niya is summarize features of a new product. Understand plus conceptual. Classify adhesives by toxicity. Understand plus procedural. Clarify assembly instructions. Understand plus metacognitive. Predict one's response to culture shock. Next is ang apply. Carry out or use a procedure in a given situation. Apply plus factual. Respond to frequently asked questions. Apply plus conceptual. Provide advices to novices. Apply